France. Just the word brought so many pictures to my mind. Twisting streets made of cobblestones, cozy cafes with chairs made of woven wicker, the smell of fresh bread and buttery croissants. I had dreamed of going to France for as long as I could remember. Its history, its art, its romance, they all called to me. Finally, it was time to make my dream real. Feeling excited, I got on the plane, ready to say hello to France. I spent hours looking at guidebooks and maps. I practiced speaking French. I imagined how it would feel to stand in front of the Eiffel Tower, to walk through lavender fields, to feel the warm sun on my face on the French Riviera. This trip wasn't just a vacation, it was a special journey to a place I'd always imagined. Paris welcomed me with open arms. The city's energy, the beautiful buildings, and the friendly people were amazing. My first stop, of course, was the famous Eiffel Tower. Standing under it, I felt amazed. The Latin Quarter, with its small streets, busy students, and old bookstores, was exciting. I spent hours getting lost in its maze of alleys, finding hidden courtyards and cute cafes. You can't go to Paris without visiting the Louvre Museum. The museum is huge and it has so much art. Standing in front of the Mona Lisa, I felt connected to history and art. A really fun part of my trip was a relaxing boat ride on the Seine River. As the city lights sparkled on the water, I felt the romance of Paris. From the exciting city of Paris, I traveled south to Provence. Provence was full of amazing things. Rolling hills covered in vineyards and sunflowers. The air smelled like lavender and rosemary. I walked through old Roman ruins, imagining stories from long ago. One of my favorite memories was visiting the lavender fields. Seeing those endless rows of purple flowers was breathtaking. The air smelled sweet. In the charming towns of Provence, I enjoyed the simple things. Drinking coffee at a cafe, watching people play games in the square, and having long, relaxing meals with fresh food. The Verdant Gorge, with its bright blue water flowing through tall cliffs, was an amazing sight. The French Riviera, glamour and grandeur. My trip ended on the French Riviera, a place where famous people go. From the fancy city of Nice to the exciting casinos of Monaco, the French Riviera felt sophisticated. I walked along the Promenade des Anglais in Nice, watching the waves. In Monaco, I looked at the beautiful buildings and the big yachts in the harbor. The village of Ise, high above the sea, had amazing views of the coast. The French Riviera was full of glamour and beauty, a perfect end to my French adventure. More than the famous landmarks and beautiful places, it was the French people who made my trip special. From the friendly waiter who helped me with my French to the excited tour guide who loved his country, I was impressed by how warm and kind the French people were. Whether I was drinking coffee, shopping, or asking for directions, people were always nice and patient. There was a joy of living in French culture. They loved good food, good wine, and good company. They enjoyed the simple things in life. As my trip ended, I felt a little sad. France was even better than I expected. It was a journey of discovery, not just of a new place, but also of myself. I loved France, its beauty, its culture, and its people. As I got on the plane to go home, I knew it wasn't goodbye, but see you later. France, with its magic and charm, had become special to me, and I knew I would come back someday, ready to experience its wonders again.